me back to my cell.
Dorian, please.
Vicky, I've been sentenced to die by lethal injection. Don't you think that's a grim enough prospect without having to suffer through these chronic visits from you where you tell me that I have to confess to something I did not do?
Would you listen to me just for a moment, please?
No. Thank you.
Dorian, please. I'm not here to pressure you about that. Quite the opposite, in fact.
What?
Dorian, I came here for just one reason. I want to look into your eyes, and I want to hear you swear to me that you did not kill my father.
Forgive me for not falling to my knees in gratitude for this chance to profess my innocence. But I know you, Vicky. I know that your missions of mercy always have a catch.
No, Dorian,
The last time you dropped by, you wanted me to plead guilty, in exchange for which you gave me your heartfelt promise that you would go to the governor and get him to reduce my sentence.
Which I would have done.
And now, you want me to say that I'm not guilty. Forgive me, what's the gimmick this time?
I'm not asking you to prove your innocence. I am asking you to help me believe it.
Oh, really?
Dorian, the last time I visited you, you swore to me that you didn't kill my father. You said that you would go to your grave knowing that that was the truth and that you had told the truth about it. Is it the truth?
You're going to believe whatever you want to believe.
No, I want to believe what is so. Please tell me. On your soul, Dorian. On Cassie's soul. On the soul of everyone that you hold dear. Is it the truth?
Something's happened to you. What is it?
I don't know what you mean.
There's something different about you, Vicky. I can see it in your eyes. It's almost as if you actually believe that I'm telling the truth. Why?
Miss Gannon, I don't blame you for being angry. I admit I waited too long.
Yes, and the obvious question is, why?
Well, in a sense, I was doing for my mother what you were doing for Mrs. Lord, protecting her reputation.
Yes, so you told Vicky Buchanan.
Well, it's the truth. And besides, it's not like I didn't help Mrs. Lord at all. I did what I could from a distance.
Yes, and now she's on death row.
Which is why I finally came forward and gave Vicky my mother's diary and letters. I mean, I knew I had to do something else.
Really?
You think this is easy for me? I know everybody thinks I'm a real sleaze. I sat there and I let a woman get the death penalty. But I have come forward, and believe me, you are not the first person to have a few choice words for what I've done. But I'm here. I'm sorry, and I am trying. I was in that hospital room the night that Victor Lord died. My mother brought me. She wanted him to acknowledge me as his child, just like Tina, and when he didn't, she went into a total rage, and she did exactly what she confessed to doing in her diary, smothering Victor Lord to death with a pillow. My mother is the murderer. Now, do you believe me?
Laying my personal feelings about how you kept all of this information to yourself for so long aside, your story does make more sense than trying to pin Victor Lord's murder on my client. And you seem to have some evidence to back up your story. That is, of course, assuming that the authenticity of Irene Clayton's diary can be verified.
Oh, it will be. It's genuine.
Well, if that's what the police conclude, then I will be filing an amended appeal on Dorian's sentence immediately.
So you think there's enough to reopen the case?
Well, yes. And I presume if it goes to court, you'll be willing to testify?
Ms. Gannon, I've come too far to turn back now. I will do whatever it takes to clear Mrs. Lord.
Well, that makes two of us. I'll be in touch. Thank you, Mr. Vickers.
You're welcome, Ms. Gannon.
Again and...
Nora! Nora, it's Jason Webb.
Hi, Jason. Well, this is a surprise and an unlisted number.
Yeah, well, hey, I'm sorry. Your assistant gave it to me. I'm sorry to bother you, but it's just kind of an emergency.
Are you in some kind of trouble?
No, but my friend Beth Garvey is. I'm here at the hospital and, well, I think she could be dying.
I'm sorry, Jason.
Yeah, well, I mean, she's just hanging on by a thread, but she, wants a lawyer really bad, and you're the only person that I could think of, so could you come over here?
Yeah, I'll be there right away.
Sweetheart, there was nothing to forgive. You had every right to take River back.
Some new information has come to light.
About me?
No. No, actually, it's about Irene Clayton. It's evidence that supports Chapin's testimony that Irene was in the hospital the night that Father died. Supports it rather substantially.
How substantially?
Enough to raise a reasonable doubt about you being the only possible suspect in the murder.
So you're saying you've come across something that implicates Irene?
Yes.
Have you gone to Hank Gannon with it?
Dorian...
Have you gone to the police with it? Because I'm having a very hard time imagining that you would do anything with this kind of evidence except bury it. After all, your sole reason for existence these past few months has been to see me locked up in here.
Dorian, I only want justice, not revenge. I have always wanted justice. You must believe that.
Why should I?
Because I have gone to the authorities with this. I've taken it to the police, to Bo, and I won't stop there. Dorian, if you will swear to me on everything that is holy, that you are innocent, I will go to Hank Gannon and I will insist that he reopen your case based on this new evidence, just as I went to him with the evidence that convinced me that you had killed my father. I will do everything I can for you if you are really innocent. Are you?
Vicky, I swear to you, on my life, on my very soul, I did not kill Victor. I did not kill Victor. Is that what you wanted? A glimpse into my soul? Take a long, hard look. I am no murderer.
God forgive me if I'm wrong. But I'm going to trust you.
I'm telling the truth.
Then I will do everything I can to help you, Dorian.
Who'd have thought that I would be on death row, thanking the very woman responsible for putting me here? But life is full of surprises. Vicky, I am very grateful.
As I said, Dorian, I am only interested in justice.